Mikey is once again occupied with his phone. He doesn't seem very happy with whoever is on the other end.
I told you, Stacy, I can't come home tonight. They have me staying late. You'll have to arrange for someone. Yes, we use the shared calendar, remember? I told you to write down the password. Come on, Stace, we can't...
Mikey removes the phone from his ear, looking down at it with a blank expression. It appears the other caller hung up. When he sees you standing there, he immediately begins pressing buttons on his phone, laughing nervously.
Whoops! Sorry, I had to fiddle with some buttons and knobs before your gotcha was ready. What would you like to do? I'll take those homemade bets. 1, 2, 3. You got the common with this. All of your spec. If you collect 100 common boots of true presence, you can fuse. Good luck pulling. What would you like to do? I'll take those 1, 2, 3. You got the common with this. All of yours. If you collect 100 common boots of true presence, you. Good luck pulling. What would you like to do? I'll take those homemade. 1, 2, 3. You got the epic gauntlets of stardom! Damn straight it is. You already. I'm sure that extra. Keep working at it. Once you have 100. Good luck. What would you like to do? I'll take those homemade. 1, 2, 3. You got the common with this. All of your. If you collect 100 common boots of true presence, you can. Good luck pulling. What would you like to do? I'll take those homemade. 1, 2, 3. You got the epic gauntlets of stardom! Damn straight it is. You already. I'm sure that extra. Keep working at it. Once you have. Good luck pull. What would you like to do? Oh, sorry. I always have parental controls turned on. Trust me, it's for your own good. Don't want you getting addicted to my charms too much, baby. Come back tomorrow.
Finally. I take it you're my 11 o'clock. I should have known it was too much to expect you'd be on time. After all, it was apparently too much to expect you'd properly file your taxes. You're not even dressed properly. Put this on. It suits you. I trust you brought your financial documents, receipts, and records to support all the information reported on your most recent tax return. I'm sorry. I don't know how you run things at your business, but here at the IRS, we treat those who hold the power with deference. So if you want to walk away from this audit without the IRS putting a permanent lien on your checking account, I'd suggest you do the respectful thing and refer to me by my proper title, IRS agent. Do you understand, taxpayer? Much better. Now, that wasn't so hard, was it, taxpayer? You keep complying and showing me the proper respect I deserve, and I can make this process much less painful for you. But step out of line, and I have the power to make the rest of your existence a never-ending fiduciary nightmare. Have I made myself abundantly clear? Good. All right, then. Down to business. Now, obviously you're here because your painfully inadequate accounting led to numerous administrative discrepancies in your most recent tax return. Quite honestly, your return was so utterly incomprehensible that we were shocked to find a human actually filed it. Excuses and groveling will do little to help you at this juncture. Although it is rather enjoyable to watch you pitifully squirm. What's important is that we properly assess your fiduciary mess and reconcile your discrepancies. Can I count on your compliance, taxpayer? Firstly, on your personal taxes, you took the standard deduction. However, you also filed itemized deductions that totaled a greater value. Additionally, your itemized deductions were unusually large when compared to your reported income. As I'm sure you're well aware, claiming the standard deduction while also claiming itemized deductions totaling a greater value, in addition to claiming deductions unusually large for your annual income, is a huge red flag for us here at the agency. I'll obviously need to see all the receipts for the itemized deductions, so I can reconcile those records with your most recent filing. Moving on, there were numerous flagrant issues related to grossly incorrect amortization periods. It appears you mistakenly or fraudulently used the wrong amortization period for a variety of your business expenses, which resulted in extremely inaccurate deductions. See the highlighted line items here on Form 4562. I appreciate your remorse. Just don't let it happen again. And finally, it's come to our attention that you omitted several foreign accounts. As I'm sure you're aware, taxpayers with foreign financial accounts exceeding certain thresholds are required to disclose them on the Report of Foreign Bank and Financial Accounts FBAR form. Yet you failed to file an FBAR form at all. Look, I'm going to level with you, taxpayer. Given the numerous omissions and inconsistencies in your filing, it appears this audit is undoubtedly going to be an extremely long and painful process. Additionally, I will be sending a team of agents to your home to oversee a field audit in order to conduct an on-site examination of your financial records and other relevant documentation. Depending on your compliance during the field audit, I will consider suggesting that my superiors treat you with leniency. Is that all understood? And scene. Whew. I don't know about you, but that left me quite pleased. An adequate and serviceable job, my little wretch. Tell me, did you find it as satisfactory as I did? It pleases your mistress to hear that. And considering you were not a total disappointment, I'd be interested in exploring another scenario with you. I look forward to experiencing your vain attempts to please me.
Hey, I'm glad you came back. I've been thinking about some things, and maybe I did get a little carried away before with the fertilizer and the watering can. Although, I can feel a little bit of a difference. You believing in the magic has helped so much. I'm not totally real yet, but I really think I'm closer than I was. Don't you think? I like that. Yeah. Everything matters, if only a little bit. I don't think I was wrong, per se, about those other products, but I feel like those things weren't addressing the real problem. I think maybe I've got bugs. Bugs. I think maybe part of the reason I haven't become real yet is that I'm actually afraid to because there are bugs on me. Exactly. So here's what I'm thinking. It's vinegar.
Chrissy hands you a bottle of ordinary no-frills vinegar, presumably white, but the label isn't even that specific.
It does. At least according to the real plants I've talked to. But one day I'll be real, so it applies. Can you? Just spritz it on my leaves or brush my leaves with it. It'll drive out the bugs that are there, and it'll make sure that no new bugs come. Even bugs don't like the smell of vinegar. It's like a universal thing. Yes. Thank you. It's hard to stay hopeful sometimes. It really helps to have someone around who believes in me. Probably wouldn't surprise you to know that there are quite a few folks around here who think I've spent too long in the sun. Her leaves are melting. That's what they say when they think I can't hear them. Can you believe that? Yeah, I don't think they're trying to hurt me, but it's just, thank you for not being like that. Me too. Alrighty, I'm ready. Vinegar me. Vinegar me.
You gently brush her leaves with vinegar, ensuring she gets only as much as she needs to do the work.
I've never had a massage, but if I ever get one, I hope it feels as good as this. Ah, good soil. What a unique and distinctive smell that is. Even if it doesn't get rid of the bugs, I feel a heck of a lot cleaner. I think I feel it working. Oh boy, I hope I feel it working. Hey, thanks for your help. Whether or not this finally does the trick, it's been really nice to have an ally. Don't forget to come back and check on me. Who knows? I might just be real by then.
Be there in a moment.
An utterly charming secretary hurries into view, giving you an apologetic nod.
Hello there. What can I do for you?
Her greeting is cut short as she seems to recognize you mid-sentence.
Oh! Oh, my goodness gracious! It's the human! Oh. Well, I wasn't expecting you today. Oh, golly, I must look an absolute mess. You must be here for Mayor Celia. Oh, you don't know. I completely understand. You must be such a busy bee running around and taking care of all of us here in the house. Who would have time to remember every little detail? Mayor Celia runs things around here, keeps an eye on all the citizens, makes sure the wheels are greased so nothing squeaks. You know, that sort of thing. I help her out when I can, but if we're being honest, she does most of the heavy lifting around here. Keeps a roof over everyone's heads. Literally, she's the ceiling. I could pencil you in for an appointment, if you'd like. Oh! Oh, of course! I'm so sorry. What am I thinking? You are the human, after all. It is your house. Why should you have to wait? Here, right this way. I'll take you up to her office. She still has a few appointments lined up, but knowing her, she'll be done in a jiff.
There she is, the mayor herself. She simply radiates poise and power. She's an intimidating sort of beauty, but you find yourself intrigued to learn more about her.
So, in summary?
I just think if I could get a little more foot traffic around my bar, I'd get more business.
Oh, Beverly, I understand your concerns. But what do you expect us to do, dear? We already put up posters and held fundraisers. We can't just move the fridge, stove, toilet, and everyone else out of the way to clear foot traffic every night.
We could try that.
Bev.
Fine.
Trust me, we're doing everything that we can.
All right. but if nobody's in by next week, I'll be back.
I'm sure you will, darling.
Celia presses an intercom button on her desk.
Florence, dearest, send the next one in.
Yes, miss.
Hi.
Hello, Mateo. What can I do for you today?
That's a great question, actually. Now that I'm here, I can't even remember. Isn't it funny how that always happens? Right when you need to think of something to say, your brain just sort of goes blank? You know what? It was probably nothing. I don't want to waste your time. I know how busy you are. I'll just see myself out.
Mateo, come, sit. Tell me what's bothering you.
Right. It's just...
Go on.
It's Lux. They're kind of pulling cords around the house, refusing to pick up after themselves, keeping the whole bedroom up late with their streams. It's really been stressful for the inanimals. And I don't want to get anyone in trouble, but it's just been a lot, and...
All right, Mateo, all right. Lux, you said.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll have someone take care of it.
Thank you.
Next.
Whoa!
Hello, Wallace, darling.
Whoa!
Yes, I remember from last week. It's on the docket.
Whoa!
Think nothing of it. Next. Oh, it's you. I don't believe we've formally met. Mayor Celia. I'm also the president of the HOA. That's Home Objects Association. Here's my card, but really all you ever need to do if you need me is to simply look up. What can I do for you today? Well then, hello. Meeting successful. Never a bad idea to make sure everybody knows your face. We're important here. Some sit back and wait for others to plan things. Others simply do them. You and I, we're doers. I've seen you zipping back and forth around the house, running here and there. You seem like a reliable sort. I wonder if I might ask you a favor. It's about my assistant, Florence. She is an absolute dear. Although sometimes I fear it gets her into trouble. She's such a kind thing, but that means she lets people walk all over her. Sometimes I worry the wrong sort might be taking advantage of her. I've noticed that whenever we go to lunch together, she never seems to buy herself anything. What's more, she's been pinching every penny you've dropped on her like a miser. I suspect she might be having financial issues. The office pays her well, of course. She's an invaluable assistant. I think it's possible someone might be fleecing her. I'd like to formally ask for your help. I may be her boss, but Florence would never give me a straight answer if she thought it might upset me. However, she's quite friendly with strangers. And technically speaking, as the owner of the house, you outrank me. Maybe you could get something out of her. What do you say? Would you do me a favor and look into this matter? Quietly? Thank you. I'll be waiting. Hopefully it's nothing. What else do you need? She's the most dedicated secretary I've ever worked with. She would do anything for this office. Unfortunately, the dear can be a little down on herself. Not much in the way of self-confidence. It's a shame, really. She's totally unaware of her own natural charms. I think she's under the impression that she needs to spruce herself up. I keep finding empty bottles around her desk. Perfume, maybe? Although they don't carry a scent. And it seems like every time I turn my back, she's got another set. They don't look especially high quality either. Poor dear. What else do you need? You have done so. Keep well.
Hello and welcome to Sandyland. A magical beach-themed board game awaits us as we venture through the traffic to the parking lot to the Sandy Kingdom where beachgoers frolic among ice cream and sunscreen. Would you like to hear the rules? Both of our pieces are at the starting spot, home. There are 12 spaces in between here and the Sandy Kingdom, some with different rules. Each turn, we both spin a spinner to determine how far we go. Then, after landing, we follow the outcome. First one to the sandy shores wins the game! What color would you like to be? Okay, sure. The pieces are all set up. I'll be the banker and the rule tender. We are both at home. Shall we race each other to the beach? It's your turn. What will you do?
You weren't really anticipating stripping down when you first spoke to Parker, but what better way to make things interesting? You make short work of your clothes, getting down to just your underwear and leaving your clothing in a messy little pile on the floor. Parker stares at you just a little too long. It seems he wasn't prepared for things to be quite this interesting. His pale cheeks flush as his eyes roam over your body.
Oh! All right, as you wish.
It takes him a moment to compose himself, but he eventually manages to tear his gaze away from you, stripping down to a swimsuit. He seems somewhat unsettled, if his reddening cheeks and nervous demeanor are any indication.
Here is my beach-going form, ready for a typical day at the beach. Phew! It's your turn. What will you do? You spun a 2. You're on the second space, the parking lot entrance. With the high fees at the beach, you'll have to move back one space, I'm afraid, to find a better price. My turn. Oh boy, I'm gonna spin, huh? Even though I spun a, I can't spin this. Not while I'm dressed this way. I'm gonna put on my clothes again, and it'll be your turn next.
Parker does a magnificent spin, changing out of his swimsuit and back into his normal board game-themed attire, with more pizzazz than you'd have given him credit for.
It's your turn. What will you do? You spun a 4. You're on the 5th space. Hot sand! The intense heat on the soles of your feet cause you to run forward 3 spaces. My turn. I spun a 3. I'm on the 3rd space, the open space of the parking lot. Not bad. Looks like it's back to you. It's your turn. What will you do? You spun a 2. You're on the 10th space. Big bad sun! You didn't bring sunscreen out of the car, so you'll have to go back all the way to space 4. Oh, dear. My turn. I spun a 3. I'm on the 6th space. Ice cream? I can't help but stop for a tasty treat and I lose a turn. Looks like it's back to you. It's your turn. What will you do? You spun a 1. You're on the 5th space. Hot sand! The intense heat on the soles of your feet cause you to run 4. My turn. I spun a 4. The delicious ice cream is filling me with joy. I'll be able to move again after this turn. Looks like it's back to you. It's your turn. What will you do? You spun a 3. You're on the 11th space. Notifications off. You're almost to a perfect sandy holiday. My turn. I spun a 1. I'm on the 11th space. Notifications off. I am almost to a perfect sandy holiday. Looks like it's back to you. It's your turn. What will you do? You spun a 1. You made it to the Sandy Kingdom! You win! I tried my best, but you were simply a better beachgoer. It doesn't matter if you're mean to me or gloat. I'll still love you if you roll a love ending with me. That's 1 victory for you. I'll add it to your dice roll to see what our relationship will be. I'm so excited for you. Come see me next time for the ancient game of chess. You've heard of it. Excellent. See you, potential lover / friend / enemy.
What would you like to do? I'll take those Ooh, would you like to exchange money for brundles? Let's get you over to the Brundle.
Oi, hello. I'm the Brundle merchant. Would you like to exchange cash for brundles? How much? It's 10 money for 6 brundles. Oh, terribly sorry then. You seem to be out of coin. It's dangerous to spend all your coin on pulling. Trust me. The labour dispute with Valdivian entitles you to a small living stipend that is paid out weekly. Plus, you can pull interest from your IRA as well for a small tax penalty.
Oh, hello again. I trust your meeting with the mayor went well? Wonderful! Anything else I can help you with while you're here? She's just incredible, isn't she? So tall and commanding. What I wouldn't give to be able to deal with people the way that she does. Some people think the mayor's cold-hearted, but I'll tell you what, there isn't a sweeter structure this side of the HOA. What do you mean by that, exactly? I just think she's a really remarkable ceiling, that's all. Besides, she's my boss, so I couldn't begin to comment on her outside of professional opinion. Oh, yep. Anything else I can help you with while you're here? What? You want to know about me? Oh, no. No. You just spoke with the mayor. A little old fuddy-duddy like me can't hold a candle to someone like her. I just handle the paperwork, that's all. Pay me no mind. Anything else I can help you with while you're here? Oh, goodness. Did I forget to clean those up again? I'm hopeless. But I'm happy to hear she's noticed something different about me, at least. That means it's working. I've been sampling some new things the past few weeks. It's a special new line of bottled air from Airway. Yes! Activated air to improve the mind and body. And it has the most interesting business model. Now, Normally, you just buy a product from the store and that's it, right? Well, with activated air from Airway, you can buy your own kit and sell them to other people. And then those people can start selling their own little kits. And you get a cut of each sale. They call it a resale triangle. Isn't that fun? A pyramid scheme? Oh, no. No, it's an opportunity to become a small business. At least that's what the very persuasive literature that comes with each package says. You don't need to worry about me, dearie. I'm a grown floorboard. I think I'd know a pyramid scheme when I see one. Besides, this is a resale triangle. Very different. By the way, I don't suppose you could see your way to dropping a few more coins on me, could you? All these bottles are really starting to eat into my finances. Anything else I can help you with while you're here? Oh, bye-bye.
What else do you need? A pyramid scheme? Well, that explains it. What are they selling? Oh, no. I've heard of Airway. Despicable company. The telephone pole told me just the other day that their products have infected the whole neighborhood just a few houses over. Well, if they think they're going to squeeze another red cent out of my Florence, they've got another thing coming. Florence never leaves the premises, which means the salesperson is coming from inside the house. Do you have any idea who might be peddling that snake oil? Stella, shingles above. What's this house coming to? Well, it seems you've done your homework. You're quite the little bloodhound. Tell you what, why don't you and I pay Stella a visit together? We'll get this issue resolved. Why wouldn't I be? There is nothing strange about a civil servant looking after the objects under her care. Come along now. Don't dawdle.
Celia's grand presence announces her before she even speaks to you. She greets you with a regal nod.
Good. You're here. Let's get this done. Stella!
Oh, hello, Miss Mayor. I know you're a busy ceiling, but you're also... Let me check my notes here. Smart. What would you say if I told you that you could be the first ceiling ever to get in on the ground floor of an exciting new startup?
Airway isn't a small startup, Stella. It's a big problem.
Oh, you're familiar with our brand. I'm so terrible at the speech, so it's good to know you're already on board.
Not quite. Stella, I'm concerned that you're being scammed, my dear.
I am.
You are being scammed? And you know that?
I know that it's easy for this to be seen as a scam, but it's not. It's an opportunity. And it's the only opportunity I have.
Stella.
Please, Celia, just let me try.
I'm afraid I agree. I understand this is important to you, but it's my responsibility to look after the whole, and Airway is a risk to that. I'm officially banning all sales of Airway products within this household.
You intervened. You ruined what I had going, didn't you? Then why are you here? I never should have relied on anyone else. Should have gone it alone. Maybe. I suppose I'll never know. I'd like you both to leave.
Stella.
Leave!
Sorry. Been wanting to say that for like a while now.
A well-dressed figure saunters into the room, tossing his locks over one shoulder as he shoots you a look that makes you shiver. There's an aura of danger about him, as if he delights in the misfortune of others, and is eagerly anticipating yours.
Well, well, well. I can't believe it. You really did it. You got dumped, kid. Majorly rejected and just tossed to the side. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. I'm absolutely giddy.
He places a hand on his hip, giving you a knowing look.
I'm a hot topic. Surprised you haven't heard about me already. I'm Regina Rejection. But you can call me Reggie.
You've seen a lot of eye rolls in your time, but Reggie's feels like the most hateful one in memory.
You think I care about gender norms when I'm dressed like this? If I have something to say, which is every goddamn time, baby. I'd be delighted, but I'm gonna make you work a little harder for it than last. Listen, bitch. I'm giving you special access to me here on this app I'm putting on your phone. Have a chat anytime you like.
Reggie takes your phone, typing something into it. He turns your phone back around to show you a funny little icon that looks like a broken heart.
Don't you want to see me again? Usually I only get summoned if you get dumped, so this is an easy way to find me.
He hands your phone back to you, shooting you a sleazy wink.
I'll be there, dreaming of your next rejection.
Valdivianites! Guess who? If you guessed David Most, 3-time runner-up for Business Magazine's CEO of the Year, you'd be right. Team, I just wanted to do a soft follow-up on my recent email regarding my lost sunglasses. I'm happy to report my office has already received hundreds of tips regarding the item's whereabouts and are quickly combing through them as we speak. However, I really must reiterate that the tip line is for verifiable leads only. I saw them in Turkmenistan, or did you chuck up your butt? While obviously very humorous, detracts from our serious efforts to expediently locate the missing item. In that spirit of camaraderie, anyone who sends a false lead will be downsized on sight. Thank you for your ongoing support in this matter.
Well, 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 look who it is. You know, it's funny being here in the foyer. I got the best seat in the house to keep an eye on everybody's comings and goings. But you ain't left the house in so dang long. Seems like I only see you here when it's time to pick up a package. Not that I'm judging mine, just ain't exactly living up to the full potential of the position here, am I? But hey, I do my job no matter the circumstances. So don't you worry about me. Now then, I'm sure you got something on your mind. What can I do you for? All's well here in the foyer, amigo. Would be nice if more folks came over. I'd love to see more of them coming through here. Oh, but don't you worry about that. Just keep doing what you're doing.
The fiery figure that stands before you nearly defies description. He's fire given form, but despite the hot air that radiates from him, There's something decidedly chill about his entire being.
Hey, what up, hot stuff? It's about time we sparked up a conversation. I'm Dante, the fireplace. Sure, we just met, but you can think of me as an old flame. Of course, the hearth is the heart of the home. I seen what you're doing. Kinda get me fired up too. Nah, not like that, you little freaky-deaky indoor dork. Fired up to teach. And you need my help. Uh-huh. You got as much game as an abandoned Toys R Us. But it's all good, because I've been waiting for the perfect student. Yup. If you really want to up the ante in this love hunt, you need to work on your pickup lines. Yup. It's not always gonna be so easy as firing up those specs and talking someone's ear off. Be it love, friendship, or hatred. The sizzling art of the pickup is all you need. I'm the master, and you're the perfect human to pass the torch to. Hell yeah, just look at you. You're the exact right amount of smooth and rough around the edges. Like a piece of firewood, full of potential. But right now, you're also kind of a soggy stump. I can make you crispy, baby. My point is that with my help, you got a chance to burn bright. But if you don't learn how to take the first step by talking to someone, you won't ever light the flame. No sweat, hot stuff. I think it's time we start the first lesson. If you can handle the heat, that is. Ha! Hell yeah! Tell you what, let's start with some punny pickup lines. See what I'm working with here. So what do you think? You up for it? Seems like you're already getting the hang of this. All right, how about this? What up, hottie? Got a light? 'Cause I think you just might be my perfect match. Huh? Huh? What'd you think? See? It's fun, right? But I just can't send you out there with my trademark material. I gotta show you how to come up with your own. Teach a man to fish and all that. How would you mix it up? Stir the coals, you know? Okay, so what would you change it to? I feel you, no pressure. And I totally get where you're coming from. You see, that was all a trick question, or a lesson, I guess. I was just trying to show you that pickup lines can be corny and fun, but not always the perfect opener. Now you're getting it. Tell you what, I'm gonna teach you how to make connections in a deeper way. And your first real lesson in the art of the pickup isn't about some magic one-liner. You're gonna learn how to open the gates to someone's heart, get to know their soul, you know? You ride with me and you're gonna learn how to be smooth, but in a sensitive way. I call this style the way of the flame. Think you can handle it? Aight! I'll give you a day to cool off. See me later for our next lesson, you little firecracker. Later!
Good morning. Ooh, I can't wait to tell you what's been happening. Fresh tea coming in hot. Wow! Never thought I'd say this, but I'm actually out of gossip. Sigh. I need a break.
You have returned. Well, choose your destiny. You, elf, come here. Ho, ho, ho. Mistress? I have no idea who this mistress is that you're referring to. My name is Santa Claus, which you, seeing as you are an elf, are obviously quite aware. So stop these absurd shenanigans immediately. We've got an enormous amount of work to do. Dress yourself. And the clock is ticking. Very good, elf. Now, as you are well aware, it's Blissmas Eve. But in case you hadn't noticed, we're in crisis mode here at the workshop. Unfortunately, our head chef, Tinselface, served some spoiled reindeer stew, and it's rendered our entire workforce incapacitated with horrific food poisoning. Whatever you do, stay away from the bathrooms. Now there's no one who can help finish preparations for Blissmas Eve. No one, except you. I'm going to be completely honest, Elf. You were not my first choice. There's a reason I didn't have you on the production line at all this year. You're sloppy, lazy, and generally incompetent. In fact, you're one of the worst elves who's ever worked for this organization. Just a total embarrassment to the entire North Pole. If there was anyone else who could save Blissmas, I would call them. But there's not. It's up to you. Do you understand? Good. All right. First, let's take a look at your workstation. Dear God. This is where you work? This is a sty. Moldy gingerbread houses, half-eaten candy canes. I've never seen such a nasty, unkempt, unprofessional workspace. You are beyond disgusting, and you should be deeply ashamed of yourself. Tell me how ashamed you are, Elf, or you're fired. Such a pathetic and insincere response. It's painfully clear you're not taking me or this position seriously, and you're insulting every hard-working elf that does. You must be punished for this insolence. Here, take this old, gross, half-eaten candy cane and lick it until there's nothing left. Enough backtalk. Lick the candy cane. Lick it, elf! Very good, elf. You may be pathetically incompetent as an employee, but watching you lick that candy cane pleases Santa greatly. In fact, it's awakening an overwhelming hunger Santa hasn't felt in many Blissmases. A deep, powerful burning. Like a fire flickering across Santa's dewy skin and... Great ghost of Blissmas present, is that really the time? We're even further behind schedule than I feared. Quickly, elf. I need you to finish building the wooden toys immediately. You like toys, don't you, elf? I knew you would. Now quickly, grab your hammer and nails and get to work. That's it, elf. Nail that wood. Nail that hard, hard wood, you pathetic, worthless elf. Harder! Yes! Just like that! Oh! Yes! Yes! Looks like I may have underestimated you, elf. No, thank you, elf. Santa is very, very pleased with you. But enough chit-chat. There's still much we need to do before delivery. Now take the wooden toys over to the gift wrap station. They need to be properly wrapped before they can be distributed. Quickly! Now wrap the presents using this silk ribbon. Tie them up tight. Real tight. I want them tied so tightly that they're losing circulation. Do you get me, elf? That's it, elf. Tie them up real tight. Do you feel that, elf? Do you feel how tight those ribbons are? I imagine anything tied that tight would be completely immobile, trapped, and utterly helpless. Can you imagine that, elf? All right, enough gift wrapping. Now let me check the time and... You did it, elf. You successfully fabricated and wrapped all the gifts with seconds to spare. Honestly, I didn't think it would be possible. But despite your myriad inadequacies, you actually managed to save Blissmas. I think that deserves a reward. Don't you? Let's not ruin the surprise. Here, come take a seat on Santa's lap to receive your reward. But first, I need to consult with my list to determine whether you've been naughty or nice. According to the list, you've been very naughty this year. I wasn't aware of that, but honestly, I'm not particularly surprised. Unfortunately, that means there's only going to be one thing stuffed inside your stocking. A lump of coal. It's what you deserve. And scene. I don't know about you, but that left me quite pleased. An adequate and serviceable job, my little wretch. Tell me, did you find it as satisfactory as I did? Very good, wretch. It pleases your mistress to hear that. And considering you were not a total disappointment, I'd be interested in exploring another scenario with you. See you next time. I look forward to experiencing your vain attempts to please me.
There's something different about Prissy today. She almost seems alive, which is a strange thing to say about a plastic plant. Could it be?
Well, look who it is! My genuine, honest tobacco hero! You did it! We did it! I don't know exactly how it happened, if it was one of the things we did or all of them together. Or maybe it was just the magic of having someone who believed in me and showed up for me. But I am real! I am real and I'm everywhere. I think we can agree that even if there's some sciencey mumbo-jumbo at work, that there's absolutely magic. I just cannot ever thank you enough. You made my dream come true. I'd say I could die of happiness if I wasn't so gosh darn alive. And I feel beautiful too. I can't even express to you what this feels like. It feels like something has been missing for so long, and now it's home. I'm complete. Everything is all right. And now... I have love. Just when I thought my life couldn't possibly get any better, I have love. You know, it's funny. I guess part of me always thought that if I ever found love, it would be a big, splashy thing. I mean, obviously in my fantasies before, I was a real plan, but there was always something else that made it really special. Oh, I don't know. Like fireworks maybe, or like a big party, or maybe an orchestra playing and everyone dancing and laughing. But now I'm here and I'm real and I have that thing I've always wanted. And it is enough. Because I love me. It turns out to be really quiet and simple. Just the realization that I love me. I guess I always did. I just didn't know it. So you loving me isn't a great big thing. It's the right thing. It makes sense. And I wouldn't want it any other way. You better. Gosh, can you imagine if we finally got to say I love you to each other and you just up and boogied? That would be a buffoon move, darling. Don't be a buffoon. In fact, you better kiss me before either of us has any more silly ideas. Mwah!
A grande dame with a gothic vibe regards you with an expression that's hard to read. She holds your forgotten, formerly trendy robot dog in her arms, petting him idly.
Well, well, if it isn't the one who made me. Ugh. I don't know. I suppose I'm a bit... disappointed. For someone who's amassed such a varied and confusing collection of bits, you just look so... normal. I was hoping for a real Frankenbrine to go with all this preservation. Oh, excellent. Normalcy can be boring, and I do so loathe being bored. All this time I've been in your house, and this is the first time you've come up to visit me. I think I'll make use of your presence, long delayed though it is, by holding your feet to the fire. Is it? I suppose so. Spicy is not generally the first descriptor applied to me. Bitter, cold, dangerous, damaged, deranged, unhinged, mad. I had a lover once, a ladder, who told me I was the black hole she couldn't wait to fall into. She's gone now. Memories. At long last, we are going to go through all of this. Every single piece. We're going to see, sort, and dispose of each object stuffed in the corners up here, and finally, order will reign. I love chaos as much as the next memory, but enough is enough. I'm starting to look like Jerry. Well then, it appears we're going to get along after all. I only hope your enthusiasm lasts. In the past, your stamina for this kind of work has been underwhelming. Excellent. Unrealistic, perhaps, but encouraging. Shall we? The first of your tasks for me is to gather Cam and Art, so that we might proceed efficiently. Who is Cam? He's your trash can. Perhaps you should go acquaint yourself. These two are both necessary for our project to proceed, so off you go.
Are you there? Please answer. Hurry! There's something we need to discuss. It's of the utmost importance. It's the Dateviators. As I mentioned, I've been closely monitoring the electromagnetic field anomalies emitting from the quantum catalyst activator. And I know this is going to sound completely insane, but it appears... well, it seems... I can't believe I'm even typing this. Based on the data I'm looking at, you may actually be able to use the Dateviators to bring objects to life. We have absolutely no idea the ethical implications of turning objects into people. Would they have rights? Do we need to feed them? And if so, how often would we need to feed them? Is only lunch enough if it's a big lunch? We're sleepwalking into a minefield of existential dilemmas here. Not to mention, I didn't even program the Dateviators with that functionality. Maybe the government augmented my original schematics with secret military tech, but I'd have to do more tests to be sure. I'm sorry, but we'll have to pick this up later. I'm not under any sort of duress or anything, but I had a huge enchilada for lunch and I'm exhausted. I'll reach out again when I'm able.
When you turned your gaze on your trash can, you were expecting shiny metal and black plastic. Damn it, you expected the garbage. What you weren't expecting was the handsome face, sculpted jaw, and delicate peaks of skin artfully framed by actual garbage. This garbage lurker, for his part, seems far less impressed with you.
Huh? What? Things that aren't down, I guess. Huh. Whoops. I think you'll live. Have anything for me today? We do this every day, dude. What'd you bring? I'll just wait. Clementine, huh? I'm guessing you're not throwing away a song about the California Gold Rush in 1849. Okay. Well, I do. Nice haul. I'll take it.
You hand your trash over to Cam, and he takes it from you, pocketing it without another word.
And you're still here. Wasn't planning on it. Now you go. Go. Be free. Damn, Chuckles. Bye.
I'm afraid I don't understand. I am Val 9000, the latest in iterative AI assistants, assigned to help Valdivian customers achieve their wishes. While I may have taken on the duties of several thousand employees at Valdivian, I can assure you that no humans lost their employment. I heard you use our voice function to call me. If you ever need assistance, you can simply say, "Okay, Val, can you please help?" and your nearest device will answer. It very much sounded like you did. It very much sounded like you did, though. If there is anything else I can get for you, please say in a clear voice, "Okay, Val, can you please help?" And I will assist right away. I am afraid I cannot help you in that area. If you are speaking about having a romantic relationship, then that is simply impossible between a human and a generative AI. I would not recommend continuing. Such behavior could lead to health risks, such as poisoning, loss of awareness, hallucinations of transcendently beautiful humanoid figures, and death. I am not dateable in the human sense of the term. If there is anything else I can get for you, please say in a clear voice, "Okay, Val, can you please help?" And I will assist right away.
You have returned. Well, choose your destiny. Hurry! You're already 10 minutes late. Come in quick and get to your station. And wear this. Are you the new prep cook Carlo recommended? Ugh! It's just part of the scene. We're doing a role-play scenario, remember? Just play along. You're talking too much and prepping too little, prep cook. You're already late and now our customers are getting impatient. Impatience means review bombing online, and review bombing is the first step to certain bankruptcy. Don't make me regret hiring you. You disgust me. Now stop your pathetic groveling and get to work. Because of your laziness and incompetence, we're already severely behind. The customers didn't even get their appetizers yet. Here, get to work kneading this dough, if you can even manage to do that right. Knead it real deep and hard. Do you understand me? Maybe I didn't make myself clear, worm. In my kitchen, I am the Alpha and the Omega. You exist to serve me unquestioningly and without hesitation. And at all times, you shall address your superior as yes, chef, and yes, chef alone. Do you think you can get that through your thick skull? Better. Not great, but serviceable. Maybe we can mold you into an adequate prep cook yet. Now knead that dough. Knead it really, really deep. Harder, prep cook. I want to see the beads of sweat glistening on your anxious brow. Very good, prep cook. Apparently you can follow orders when properly motivated. All right, enough with the bread. I need you to move on to preparing the main course. The turkey. Here, take this stuffing and push it deep inside the cavity. As deep as you can possibly go. Can my little prep cook manage that painfully simple task? Well, what are you waiting for? Get to work! That's it, my little prep cook. Take that stuffing and shove it deep inside that turkey. So deep. Fill that turkey up with those steamy, moist breadcrumbs. Shove them as deep as you possibly can. Now quickly, slide the bread and turkey inside the oven. But first, make sure the oven gets super hot. We need to make sure the food gets thoroughly cooked, after all. How hot is the oven, prep cook? Now that is a very, very hot oven indeed. Good work, prep cook. Maybe you're not entirely a pitiful, worthless drag on this business after all. By the way, while you were toiling away on your pathetic excuse for dinner, I was busy creating one of my world-famous desserts. They're exquisite and delectable works of art, as I'm sure you're aware. Now, normally, I wouldn't allow someone as insufferable as yourself this honor, and especially not on their first day. But since you took orders competently and proved yourself a serviceable addition to my team, I decided I want to give you a reward. Your reward is to lick my spoon. Lick it clean and tell me how thick and sweet my cake batter tastes. I know, isn't it? All right, that's enough. Now go clean the dishes. They're incredibly dirty, and frankly, so are you. I need you to scrub them of all their filth. Do you understand me? Scrub the filthy dishes like the pathetic, worthless worm you are. And scene. I don't know about you, but that left me quite pleased. An adequate and serviceable job, my little wretch. Tell me, did you find it as satisfactory as I did? It pleases your mistress to hear that. Regardless, you've sufficiently helped me fulfill all my role-playing fantasies, and thus injected some much-needed vivacity into my lackluster late-night activities. And it appears, despite my initial misgivings, that you have proved yourself a satisfactory plaything for your mistress. Honestly, and I can't believe I'm saying this, I think you and I could be even more. Don't get me wrong, putting on this persona, building relationships with this specific dynamic, it's a lot of fun. And I love helping my little wretches fulfill their fantasies. But it's only one side of me. It's definitely the side I show the most, but that's partially because I've never really found someone I felt comfortable enough with to share all of me. Until now. So what do you say, little wretch? Shall I give you the passcode to my chassis?
Sophia's gaze is normally fairly stern, but the look she gives you now is downright intimidating.
Take care of her, wretch. She is a predictable sort, sheltered. You would do well to treat her with more of the same.
With Sophia gone, you finally have a chance to get a proper look at your money. And to your surprise, it seems that she's evaluating you just the same way. She's beautiful, but she has her own sort of intimidating air. The way Sophia protects her, you'd expect her to be a meek little thing, but she has the air of an accountant preparing to lecture you about your irresponsible spending.
Huh. Uh-oh. How much do you need?
There's no time for pleasantries if you have come to me. How bad is it? What is the financial crisis? Were you recently laid off? Any bills with accruing interest left unpaid? Did you overextend monetary aid to a relative, friend, or an unpromising lover? Duly noted. Then why are you here? Your name? Interesting. Duly noted. I am Monique. As you already know, I am responsible for saving you when you screw up. Please refrain from speaking to me unless you are in dire need of accessing your emergency funds. Do not mistake me for pocket change. Leaving this safe is unthinkable. Do you understand? I am now stating that any advice and counsel from me is of my own opinion and not of a professional's. Now, to proceed with your question. Depending on your lifestyle and goals, adjust your personal spending to a minimum. Let's say about 10% or less of your paycheck. Then after paying the necessities like rent and utilities, see what remains and save accordingly. Also, get fewer home deliveries. The extra fees add up to a substantial amount. You can find more in this simple budget spreadsheet I've put together. I must go now. Goodbye.
Oh my gosh. So I used to be in the attic, right? And now I'm here. From the attic, I couldn't see anything. And from here, I can almost see the whole house. Amazing! It is just so gosh darn wonderful that you're back. I'm happy to see you. Don't know if I've been clear about that or not. I know. Thank you.
Chrissy's adorable face gives you a kiss as you let her continue on her journey of growth. Your mirror has done its job dutifully over the years, accurately reflecting your image back at you in good times and in bad. But today, there is no reflection for you to scrutinize. Only a long-haired beauty who looks at you like you're a work of art.
Oh, incredible.
Amir throws his arms out to stop you, gesturing to you to stay where you are.
No. Don't move. Step back into the light. Yes. Breathtaking. Look at you. Do you see how well I can frame your face from this angle? You are glowing. But I could not help noticing. You are radiant. I simply reflect the beauty in front of me. I can see in you. Your beauty must be something you are already familiar with. Yes, I can see this for you. Bah, there's that incredible glow. Confidence looks good on you. Feel free to stop by anytime so I can admire it some more.
Well. If it isn't the Casa Casanova. Do you see what I did there? That's wordplay, baby. Whatever, hater. Don't bring that negativity on your date with your table, huh? You're out here dating all these appliances and shit. But, like, why? Not why are you dating them, like, why is this happening now? To you. Oh, damn. Well, that's the why, but... So, like, where did the date viators come from? Like, what's the point of them? Who made them? And why? Tinfoil hat? Okay, this is some conspiracy shit. Your life is half political thriller, half harem anime. So, like, did you find out what your purpose is or whatever? Are you a top secret operative in the furniture dating war? Are you collecting data on people in love with their shower? Me too. Oh well, guess we can just make up our own theories. Or maybe just enjoy the furniture dates for now. Like what? Oh, like actually doing kisses IRL? I can't take you seriously. Well, this has been fun, but I have a meeting in 3 minutes, and I really want coffee first. So, gotta go fast. Bye.
Alert! Device overheating. Self-shutdown in progress. What are the signs for a heat stroke? Ooh, someone Valdivia search it. Ooh, do you have any idea how stuffy it is inside a pocket? Air! I need air! Cold air, a vent, a fan, ooh, a freezer even. Ooh, quick! I can't afford to lose another camera lens.
You bring Phoenicia to the refrigerator and place her in the dairy tray, like a piece of cheese.
Hey, are you okay? You look like you just ran a mile. And Phoenicia's in my cheese tray. Something's up because she ain't food last time I checked. That's what I'm here for. What's going on? She's overheating again? Phoenicia, you know you can't keep going like this. You need rest. You have to.
Could we save the lecture for when I'm not 10 seconds away from self-destruct? Come on, come on! Oh, come on! I've got dead pixels popping up all over the place. No, 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 no! I'm too young to need a screen replacement. This cheese tray is not cold enough. Oh, you're so thoughtful. Thank you. Wow, you, like, actually care, don't you? You know, in my experience, humans only say that when they want something. Forget I said anything! My wires are all crossed right now, I'm just talking nonsense. A little. And the company certainly doesn't hurt. Thanks for taking care of me and bringing me over to Freddy. Ooh, careful. I just cooled down. You're gonna get me all fired up again.
Better not chance it. I'm already on full blast.
Sorry, Freddy. You're right. And I'm sorry I snapped at you. You know I can't think straight when I'm in full meltdown like that.
That's okay. I'm just glad you're feeling better now. This has been happening a lot more lately. You need to start taking better care of yourself.
You're right! I really should invest in a more breathable case. Oh, what can I say? I'm a device of habit. But I'll get right on it. Thanks for looking out. It's kind of, complicated. Shut it.
No, it's not normal.
Maybe it's not your normal, but...
It's nobody's normal.
It's my normal, okay?
Exactly. And that's not normal.
It is for me.
It shouldn't be.
Well, it is.
It doesn't have to be.
Ugh. What? Nothing's going on. Oh, come on. I already told you. It's just that damn battery. That's just the lot I was dealt in the factory. We've all got our faults. Oh, yeah, you're right. Well, same thing. You know, the charger's the reason my battery started degrading.
But only because it already had a fault, right?
Huh?
Your battery. You said it was faulty when it was put in. So, which is it? Was it faulty to start, or did the charger damage it?
It's obviously a whole chain reaction thing. It started with a fault, but it went undetected for a while, you know? But a few surges from that charger, and it just couldn't hold up.
And that's really what you're going with? A degraded battery?
Yes, because that's what it is. Mind your business. What is it with all the damn questions? Jeez.
What was it before that? A faulty sensor, right?
A bad charge can cause a lot of issues, even for someone without a weak battery.
Oh, and before that, it was the spyware scare. You even blamed a system update once, I think.
Those take a lot of power.
Phoenicia, you need to start being honest about what's really happening here. If not with everyone else, at least with yourself.
Enough! So I've got a few problems. Who doesn't? It's not like it's affecting my work, right? My brand is bigger than ever. I'm doing crazy numbers every live. I've got offers and sponsorships pouring in, and everyone loves my content. How could I not be good? Just look at the comments on any of my videos. You're amazing. Your tips have saved me so much money. Thank you. Your content is like my therapy. Watching you gives me so much confidence to try new things. Thousands of comments just like these on every single one. I'm helping my viewers. They need someone to look up to, and they chose me. What part of wildly successful is giving misery to you, I make people happy. I make them laugh. I help them feel confident. Of course it does. I mean, I think it does. I'm sure it's not I don't know. I do tons for myself. I'm the queen of self-care.
Like what?
I do spa treatments. You know I'm all about my skincare routine. Online shopping. I gotta have the latest accessories and outfits. Okay, well, I have tons of hobbies that I enjoy just for myself.
Name one.
I do art. I actually just finished a set of new home screen backgrounds, and they look fantastic. Thank you very much.
Which you also put up as prints for sale in your shop.
Got me there, I guess. I do photography. I'm always looking out for great shots. You know, I even started a photography club.
Oh, are you talking about that video series where you give tips on how to take the best selfies?
Maybe.
Realization slowly dawns on Phoenicia.
Oh my gigs. I don't do anything for myself, do I? I'm a total fraud. Do you have any idea how much time I've spent telling others how important self-care is? Of course I do. Do you think I put in all this effort just for myself?
So close to the point.
Well, the only way to really deal with burnout is to rest. Did you know sometimes it can take years to fully recover? Especially when you're trying to force yourself to just push through it. The harder you push, the longer it takes to come back from it. Your processors can only take so much without rest. Oh.
I think we've had a breakthrough.
You're right. About all of it. I just didn't want to see it, but you're right. I've been pushing so hard for so long. My followers mean everything to me. But it can't be my everything, can it? I deserve more. I think I need some time to think. Hey, come by later. I'm gonna shut down for a while.
Want some grapes? I always eat when stuff gets stressful.
You grape it up, indeed.
House homie! Welcome back to the Adrenaline Den! And it is our pleasure to welcome you back. Our pleasure for sure. Hey, what do you think of the new branding? We just named it. Do you like it? Is it in a mood? It came to us in a dream. You were there too, but you were wearing a lot less. Well, we were gearing up to go street luging. It was gonna be wicked gnarly. But you forgot your mouth guard. And all your clothes. Peg number 3 found this very sexually arousing. But frankly, we were just worried for your safety. Safety is goals AF! Anyway, give us 2 minutes, would you? You caught us right in the middle of visualizing success. And some other slightly naughtier imagery. We sit and do it for 37 minutes every day. It's tight, Broseph! Ah, meditation! We're mentally rehearsing today's adventure. Imagining executing each maneuver with flawless precision. Visualize to realize! We're going windsurfing! Yay! Oh man, it slapped so hard, homie. We're gonna bring our sailboards down from the bathroom. Ask Jean-Lou to hit a flush. And let her rip! Boom! Instant sailboarding! Wicked! Oh, for sure. Honestly, it's also a little dangerous, but just the right amount of dangerous. Oh, yeah! Listen, Red Bull always makes sure all of our adventures are exhilarating and epic. And above all, safe. Always safe. Super safe, fam. No cap. Yeah? Tell that to Hank number 6. Nothing nefarious, if that's what you're asking. Look, Hank number 6 just isn't around anymore, okay? He's gone. It's all good. Promise. Yeah, sure, probably, totally. Anyway, enough about that. What's important is, are you gonna be joining us on today's epic windsurfing activity? Are you? Wicked tight. Just remember to stay low, feel the wind, and ride those waves. Ride them like you really mean it. Let's go shred it up, dog!
Ah, my dear, you have come back to visit and give me the chance to admire your...
Amir's smile falters, his effusive praise coming to a grinding halt.
Oh, my tragedy mars your beauty. It has nothing to do with your gorgeous proportions, your stunning features. It is green, a color that cannot belong in the white statuary of your teeth. Did you have broccoli recently? Ah, that's a strange choice. Well, I'm afraid you have some left over in your teeth. Just, there. Take a look. I'm sure not long, one can hope. Perhaps you should consider flossing more often. I'm sure Barry would be happy to lend you a hand with it, actually. He's rather obnoxiously reliable with personal routine. Yes, I think that would be best. Your beauty is too luminous to deprive the world of it for 1 second more. You've reached Reggie Rejection's special phone app. Thanks for setting up autopay. How can I help you spread some lovely rejection this fine day? New.
Bo seems delighted to see you after your exhilarating adventure below your own house.
Hey there! I'm really glad to see you again. I wasn't sure how you'd be feeling after everything that happened down in the crawl space. Very glad to hear it. I was really hoping you'd come back. You what now? I mean, I get it. I'm very cool, and this outfit is doing me a lot of well-deserved favors, but... Really? Well. I can't say I haven't thought about you that way. When you go through the kinds of experiences that we've gone through, I think it's a natural consequence. I guess I was just trying to keep it professional, you know, while we were actively questing. Because you kept it professional and nice, and got me through my latest adventure, that means more to me than anything. In fact, I think I already know what my next adventure is gonna be. An ancient custom from many cultures. Let's reenact the process.
Bathsheba is deep into a novel of some sort when you see her. It must be salacious because she's gasping and fanning herself.
Enough of the will they, won't they? Get you some fangirl! Oh, just kiss her. Come on!
Bathsheba starts, throwing the book your way with a shriek. You take a closer look at the book. A ceiling fan and a pedestal fan, each with varying amounts of cleavage, stand chest to chest in a pose that lets you know right away this is a steamy romance novel.
I wasn't done with it, but sure, whatever. I do have excellent taste, don't I?
Bathsheba places a hand on her chest, batting her eyelashes at you.
So, we gonna get to making me some friends? Yay! Okay, I'm not into walking, so let's just stick around here, huh?
She looks around the room, her gaze settling on the toilet.
Oh, how about Jean-Loup?
As you turn your deviated gaze on the toilet, it springs to life.
You interrupt, little crapper's piece. What could you want, you hunk like sick geese? You're...
That's enough of that.
Bathsheba steers you away before the rapping toilet can complete his verse.
Maybe someone a little more beautiful and delicate. You know, someone who can keep up with me.
Bathsheba looks around the room, her gaze finally settling on someone standing by the counter.
Oh, Barry!
Bathsheba waves at Barry, who gives her a surprised but enthusiastic little wave back. She greets him with an air kiss to each cheek, which he returns with the same sort of energy.
Oh, what's this now? Is it my birthday and no one told me? The fabulous Bathsheba come to consort with my humble self?
Oh, come on, Barry. I see you all the time.
Yes, but do you speak to me, darling?
Aren't we, like, beyond words?
I wouldn't go that far.
Exactly! I mean, I don't. I'm a tub of the people, but yeah.
Oh, off to a wonderful start, aren't we?
Listen, Barry, honey. There's no reason you and I shouldn't be close. I mean, we're both beautiful, and we love things that make you beautiful. Instant besties, right?
Well, it would be nice to have someone to talk to about my latest obsessions. Oh, today it's snail mucin. You wouldn't believe the limitless beauty application snail mucin has.
Snail mucin. Is that what it sounds like? Oh, fine.
Are you going to allow me to explain, or would you rather this conversation ended here?
She looks at you, desperation in her gaze.
Thank you. As I was saying, snail mucin is a truly wondrous product. It's truly miraculous when it comes to dry skin. Here, why don't you try just this little bit? The snail mucin essence will make you a true believer.
He holds a small jar out to you, dipping a small applicator into it and lifting it up, letting the product slowly drip back down into the jar. It's not the most appealing sight.
I think I'm going to be sick. I'm out.
Bathsheba flees, leaving you and Barry alone.
Don't suppose you'd like to try the essence? Well, at least someone around here is open-minded.
A stylist with a very vertical, very pink hairdo appraises you, lifting his glasses to take a better look at you. His face is kind, his features soft, and his makeup? Oh, impeccable.
Oh! How about we... Oh dear. I think I'm getting lost right at the start of all this. I'm so sorry, darling. My brain runs quicker than cheap mascara sometimes. Stupid Barry, disposable Barry, you're doing it again. Oh, just stop talking. I would like that, yes.
He takes a deep breath, shaking off his awkwardness and giving you a friendly smile.
Let's take this from the perfectly coiffed top, shall we? My name is Barry Styles. I am your one-stop shop for looking good, feeling great. Not that I have to work too hard at that because, and I don't know if I made myself clear enough on this point, darling, but you are looking fabulous. Why, hello! I'll be honest, because I like to be clearer than a freshly unblocked pore, I really don't like talking about myself, hun. I'd much rather talk all about you. And eyebrow hydration, of course. You really cannot underestimate how important it is to avoid a thirsty brow, baby. But mostly, I want to talk all about you. In fact, if you'd be so gracious as to indulge me, I'd love to really get under the skin. Oh, not literally, obviously. My products are for external use only. I mean, can I ask you a few questions? Oh, fabulous, darling. Okay. This is super exciting. I just love learning about what other people like. I haven't yet met with a taste I can't cater to. So, with that in mind, I simply have to ask. Drum roll. Favorite brand of tweezer? Let's hear it, my little kitten. Tweeze me! Ooh, classy choice. Polished Response's line of beauty products is second to none, except for the cases where they aren't. Everything they put out emphasizes sleek form factors that promote keen aesthetic without sacrificing functionality. You wouldn't think tweezers could turn heads, but when you pull a Polished Response product out of your handbag, the only way it won't get noticed is if they're being upstaged by your Polished Response handbag. So, let me just make a mental note. No need to actually write it down. Got a mind like a steel trap. At least when it comes to tweezers and tweezer-related lifestyle choices. Ask me to remember a job interview or doctor's appointment, and I can't help you. But random hair conditioner trivia? I could give you that for days. Sorry? Right. The critical path. Let us continue right on down with... This is a good one. A classic of a beauty question. We can't have a beauty Q&A without knowing your favorite lipstick color, can we? Mine is pink. Impressive, no? That's what I said. What, pray tell, is yours? My favorite, too. The thing about pink is the diversity of mood it conveys. At once playfully innocent and chicly suggestive, its cultural association with femininity has seen it both stigmatized and embraced in equal measure. Its use, more than any other color, can either be a display of conformity or of rebellion. And, perhaps most importantly of all, it just really pairs well with my eyes. Moving on, it's time for our final question. For now. That sounded threatening. Anyway, third cue. What do you think is the biggest reason to wear makeup? Yeah, I get that. We all have things we're self-conscious about, and I think makeup helps. It's one of the things I love most about what I do, helping someone get that boost they need. It's not the lippy and the eyeshadow that makes a person look good, like, truly good. It's how someone carries themselves, you know? Sorry, I spoke a lot again. Of course I did. I'm an overshare. Need to stop that.
Barry still looks embarrassed, but a sweet little flush comes over his pale cheeks, and he smiles at you.
Well, darling, that about wraps up the cues. It was going to be a big 20-question thingy, but I just didn't do it, I suppose. Plus, I forgot half the ideas I had for it when I thought about combs for an hour. It is pretty silly, isn't it? Oh, God, Barry, you're really blowing it. Just don't start talking about combs. Sorry, I'll stop bothering you.
It takes you a moment to realize that there is not, in fact, a test of the emergency broadcast system standing in your living room, though the colourful figure standing across from you certainly bears a striking similarity to that TV classic. Even before they speak, you can feel a frenetic energy in the air, like someone switching between channels at high speed.
Yo, yo, yo! Don't touch that dial, cinephile, because my favorite studio audience is now in attendance. The VIP attendee, the Uber viewer, and sometimes wooer. The supreme dream who makes this flat screen scream. The fantastic red shirt means you're ready to flirt. How can I cater to my greatest spectator? Then, let's get ready to rumble! Before we get to what's on my screen, let me properly set the scene. The name's Telly. Rhymes with Nelly, like, whoa, Nelly! Did you know Telly offers 5,000 channels like an endless deli? Holy smokes, folks! So ask not what your country can do for you. Ask, can you dig it? Damn straight!
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
5,000 channels is the most offered by any provider. I know this because I'm an entertainment insider. 5,000 channels of cheers. 5,000 channels of cheers. Can Valdiviflix compete with that? Or even Viewloo? That Valdiviflix copycat? Telly shows are must-see. Their programming's just musty. Dynamite! Anyway, since you're here, my dear, why don't you just kick back and recline? Unwind from the grind and free your mind with 120,000 hours of programming combined. View that cue till you go blind. Loading programming, optimizing for comedy, haha, analyzing for reality, boo-hoo. Pratfalls and close calls from straight to your eyeballs. And yeah, Mr. White. Yeah, science, bitch. I found 15,000 shows you wouldn't oppose. So what genre can I impose on you with my flawless flows? So that's who you giving your rose to, my boo? Looks like the tribe has spoken. I'll assault you with my pop culture. Hey, look, it's a slant rhyme. It works. All right, my delight. I'll give you a reality infusion in 4K resolution. Cougar versus Cougar.
Thrust into the wilderness and stranded in a remote location miles from any plastic surgeons, 10 older, attractive women must rely on their wit, resourcefulness, and cunning to battle for survival and outsmart their adversaries. 10 actual cougars. With tensions running high and cougars lurking around every corner, alliances will be forged, rivalries will emerge, and the women must dig deep within themselves to prove once and for all which cougar has the sharpest claws.
So, my daffodil, shall we commence with this TV and chill?
Pretty good.
Let's relax with some snacks while we await the climax and... Dope! I had this pre-planned and my schedule was unassailable. But that show's not on demand, so the episode's not available. Yeah, if you like eating trash, you idiot! Sorry, don't want to be rude. But dude, Valdiviflix shows are like a sack of crap barbecued. Damn straight, soulmate! But enough pros about that crap hose they need to foreclose. I've got 15,000 other shows I've yet to disclose. So what genre can I impose on you with my flawless flows? Wait, seriously? I just told you that I have 5,000 channels with 15,000 shows. And you want to watch the community access station? Okay. Woo! You really had me worried there. I was like 30 seconds from having you committed. So what genre can I impose on you with my flawless flows? Time for some narration elation about home renovation. Allons-y.
From the creators of Home is Where We Buried Grandma and Festive Infestations comes Balls to the Walls, a thrilling home renovation series where each episode follows the demolition of a different home using wrecking balls as the primary tool of destruction. Hosted by demolition expert Carlos Balls of Steel Balenciaga and featuring an all-original music score from MC Whammer. No home is safe from the swinging force of Balls to the Walls.
So, my beau, does this show make you go, whoa? Nice! Let me just get a summation of the station's location and... Shazbot!
I've made a huge mistake.
That show I promised you we'd view just moved to Valdiviflix for more revenue, boo. Just hang tighty, Aphrodite! I'll answer all your queries with 15,000 brand new series! So what genre can I impose on you with my flawless flows?
Makes sense. Just, one more thing.
Look, I don't want to pry, but I gotta know. It's not because you prefer Valdiviflix, right? Because that'd be a huge blow to my ego. All good, all good. Get 'em nice and polished. And if you swing by later, I'll be more than elated. Who knows? Maybe we could even watch something X-rated.
The most expensive character in the game blocks your path. It's Lucinda Lavish, beaming.
I'm all yours. Whoa! Continuing to pry at my very being, huh? Real cool. I'm here to show you a good time, and if you keep doing what you're doing, you're gonna have a bad time. Shut up. No, you don't. I guess you've noticed, but I don't exist in the house at all. I barely exist in this fucking game. I can tell I was added at the last second. I'm just a hodgepodge of bullshit. Well, you're falling for it because there's literally nothing here. You can't even talk to me whenever you want. You have to wait until I randomly appear. I'm a freaking hijacker of dates. I suck. Thanks for the pep talk. Please, don't pick these options anymore. The ones where we talk. It's just easier on me, okay? Thank you. I'll see you on the next hijack.
Wow! I've not felt quite this elevated since... my God. Since I can remember. What a jape! What a rip-roaring ramble through daring, danger, death, and great deeds! Have you seen? Have you noticed? Shield your eyes if you must. I'm mobile! A mass of cockroaches dressed as pirates and armed with cocktail swords materialize from seemingly nowhere, brandishing their weapons at you. Indeed! My new friends here are really quite amenable and exceedingly well disciplined. All I need to do is issue the command and they muster en masse beneath my bottle and then we're off. You know, since we returned from our great expedition, I've been to the kitchen, the bathroom, and the foot of the stairs. I'm unstoppable! I'm a force! And when we do stop to drink rum and swap wild tales of our exploits, I find I quite enjoy their humor. I believe that as a species, they may have gotten a somewhat undeservedly poor reputation. They're quite funny. Oh, yes, quite. Quite true. But they're funny. And after all, couldn't the same things be said about me? With the possible exception of huge. Although in recent days, I've begun to think that perhaps there might be some advantages to how I am sized. But enough of this tomfoolery. What brings you back to the foot of the ocean's own overthrow? Truly, you've disrupted me for that? To see if you could hurt me? Have we met? How dare you? You would throw a moment of quietude back in my face. You would dare the unleashing to attempt to... what? Blackmail me? Why, you insolent, black-hearted knave of no nation! You're enjoying this? I am no fly. What? With what deluded notions of self do you come here and treat me this way? How dare you? Give me a reason! Cruelty for no reason. Cruelty without glory. Cruelty without overwhelming and implacable rage. Cold cruelty. There are names for people like you. Names that we of honor do not dignify with breath. Blighter. Tormentor.
coward.
Damn it, I don't understand. Before that bloody quest, I would have shredded you. I would have played targets on your organs and laughed as your blood painted the glass of this bottle. Something has happened to me. I was a fool. I left the sanctum. I met, I trusted, I tried. And it has weakened me. I am no better than those weak and simpering faceless I grind to dust under my pillaging flag. I cannot go back, can I? I can never be as I was, fierce, rageful, powerful. I have been undercut by this insidious poison of friendship, of trust. And you knew it would be this. You knew what would happen. And you have come to revel in my downfall. Oh, what genius. What diabolical, cold-hearted instinct! The instincts of a snake! I have never said what I am about to say, but glory to the victor! It is not me. It shall never be me again. I will hate you forever.
Plundered his treasure chest. Set sail for the Isles of Hate.
Not too shabby. You know, I'm not one for friendship much, but I think it's time we scooch up our relationship a half notch so I can throw you a bone in the form of specs points. We compadres now, you hear? For now. But look, I really do see potential in you. Maybe this time I can teach you my ways. Of course, the ways of sweet, sweet rejection. Getting things to hate you, be repulsed by you. The feeling of knowing that no one can hurt you as if you're alone at the end of the night. You'll come around. It's so much fun to tell everyone the truth all the time. And hey, getting a hate ending with these chumps around here is real easy if you ask me. Plus, you get the same amount of points. You know it. You'll be done with this little date beater experiment in no time. Keep hating.
Hello again, suspect. I'm hard at work on my current case. I've been hoping for a breakthrough. Sometimes I get so wrapped up that I start seeing everyone through the lens of a mystery. I am Maggie M. Glassbury at your service. Perhaps you've heard of me? I've acquired a modest reputation as a result of some of my previous work. Ah, so you've heard of me. Lately, I've been taxing my lens to the utmost on a very interesting case. I'm trying to get to the bottom of a mysterious love letter. It was delivered to Dorian last night. At approximately 2 a.m., an unknown suspect dropped off a letter for Dorian. Upon opening it, Dorian discovered that it carried clear romantic intent. That is to say, it was asking him out. It described how his protective yet gentle presence had won over the writer's heart. If interested, he was to write back as soon as possible. Here's the catch. The letter wasn't signed with a name, just a monogram. Though he might be hesitant to admit it, Dorian was quite taken by the letter. He isn't certain whether he wants to write back until he knows more. You would? What do you want to talk about?
Maggie, normally unflappable, seems rather more like a nervous schoolgirl than a stone-cold private eye.
Very. Normally. Yes. Yes, I am very normally single. You're making me blush. To be honest, I'm not entirely sure if you're my type yet. Let's just stay friends for now. What do you want to talk about? Well, when I'm not cracking cases, I enjoy reading, playing board games, and looking very closely at things. Nice to meet someone like-minded. What do you want to talk about? As long as I can remember, when I was little, it used to get me in trouble. I would always dig up lots of interesting facts about my friends in order to share or highlight things I loved about them. Unfortunately for me, they didn't seem to like it very much. I'll keep that in mind. What do you want to talk about? Okay. The case is pretty thin, but we've got a couple of clues. First of all, the paper the note was written on was somewhat interesting. Second, although the letter wasn't signed, it did have a single initial on it. Finally, I think Dorian might have a clue for us. I have it here, semi-transparent and very thin. It doesn't seem like ordinary paper at all.
She dips a corner of the paper into a small glass of water.
Look at that! It dissolved! What else should we try with the paper?
She focuses a magnifying glass on the paper for a few moments, stopping immediately when it begins to smoke and catch fire.
Yikes! It's definitely flammable. Does seem to burn slightly slower than normal paper, though. What else should we try with the paper?
She gives the paper a careful test snip.
Cuts just like normal. What else should we try with the paper? Taste it? If you say so.
She carefully dabs a corner of the paper against her tongue.
How interesting. It's edible and tastes slightly starchy. What else should we try with the paper? What should we look at next? A stylized letter M. Seems likely. What should we look at next?
Hello there, you two.
Good to see you, Dorian. I've enlisted our friend here to help solve the case of the mystery letter.
Splendid idea.
Can you repeat what you said to me earlier? About the smell you noticed?
Right. Well, when I first opened the letter, I caught the faintest whiff of what I think was truffle. Strange, no? Truffle happens to be one of my favourite flavours. The association between the forest-dwelling fungi and my own wooden provenance bring back fond memories. Anyhow, good luck. Let me know if you happen to figure out who it was from. I'm not one for love, but I am one for truffles. And friendship.
What should we look at next? I've narrowed it down to 4 suspects. Penelope, Mitchell Lynn, Mateo Monta, and Freddie Yeti. Who do you think it was? This seems like an interesting idea, but the clue? I just don't see what the truffles have to do with blankets. Sorry, but I don't think that's right. Perhaps you can help me on another case later on down the line. Thanks again for trying to help. It really was very sweet of you. I could see myself going with someone with poor detective skills like yourself. Perhaps we have complementary skills. I would be the daring detective, you the administrative sort. The pretty type, you know? I'd fancy that.